Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh, right, what we got here? Irish Predator. 1, 2, and IVH. Well, it's about fucking time we did an Asylum movie. If you haven't heard of The Asylum by now, you lucky, lucky bastards. They produce mockbusters of popular films, and it ranges from the god-awful Transmorphers to the pure stupidity of Battlefield Los Angeles. Their main stick is to see what's making money at the time and completely rip it off. Add into the mix piss poor acting and shit special effects, and you've got a machine that churns out bollocks at a stupid rate. And worst of all, The Asylum have never lost any money on their films. They always somehow manage to make money off the DVD releases alone, which is both impressive and depressing for the whole of mankind. Well anyways, let's just see how they can screw up my two favourite film series, Alien versus Hunter. Lee, played by William Catt, who strikes me as Vernon Wells' less famous brother for some reason. And he's jogging, and jogging, and jogging. But to give him credit, if I'd signed a contract to be in an Asylum movie, then the fuck would I stop running? So a police officer pulls up to our friend Lee and literally says this, and I swear on my life, I have not edited this in any way, shape or form.
Get the siren fixed?
Yeah, well, Figgis got the parts in last week. You see that thing that just fell from the sky?
No. What thing?
Oh, so you guys aren't even going to build up to the Hunter's Landing, you're just going to go straight up and announce them 2 minutes in. And that's after I select play on the fucking menu. So without a second to lose, they drive quite slowly to the opening credits. Okay then. But one thing, if it's not the hunters that come out of that ship and the aliens instead, then I'm going to get quite agitated by the pure fact that these guys don't even watch the film that they're supposed to be ripping off.
Guys, it's Joel. Sheriff Armstrong.
Joel, they're probably sleeping.
Doesn't matter, they woke me up, somebody's gonna answer this door.
Dickhead, how can they be sleeping if they're the ones that woke you up? Anyways, he walks around the side of a van to see... Oh my god, that looks so realistic. My mind has been blown by the awesome CGI work of The Asylum. Well done guys, my eyes are now open. So we hear some crackling from the ship, for some reason, where something comes out and attacks Officer Red Tint Filter at the top of the screen, which we don't actually see. What a surprise. So yeah, it's an alien, not a predator, and on top of that, keep an eye on the size of this thing. It seems to change scene to scene, and that's the most entertaining part of this. It would be funny if it wasn't true. So Lee comes face to face with one of the aliens, and fuck me does it look a mess. It looks like a kind of horrible inbred between one of the outfits from Haze and the Dragon Scale armour from Skyrim. Anyways, Lee ends up shitting himself and starts melting into the seat. The alien can actually just about see over the bonnet of the truck, so keep that in mind, won't you? So the creature ends up transforming into a woman? Well, that's what the movie implies, when really she saw Lee get attacked by an alien and thought this was the perfect time to go over and see him. Sometimes, movie, I just don't think you try hard enough. Lee then gets out the car and tries to calm down the woman, but spots the cameraman, which sends them both into a hysterical fit. Why is everything yellow in this film? So Lee and Tammy go into a house to hide, where Tammy finds a letter saying that Lee's book has been rejected from a publisher. What has this got to do with the film whatsoever? You're not too familiar with the Asylum films, are you? And then, for some bizarre reason, Tammy starts to have a shout at Lee.
Fucking story to you, is it?
I'm so
you gonna go
sorry.
write a book or something about
See,
it?
I want you to meet me there in 10 minutes, alright?
Bitch, that makes no sense! Lee went up to see what fell out of the sky, and then the alien attacked him. You saw this with your own eyes. Are you fucking stupid?
I want you to go.
No.
No?
Did you just see that? I'm not going out there.
Alright. Alright. You stay here.
No!
Woman, what do you want? So our two adventurers escape the safe haven that is the house to go and find Tammy's mom. Why? I don't know. One of the knacks with Asylum is that they only can write characters if they're shouting or arguing or both, which gets really annoying really quick.
We're gonna stay near the edge of the forest, okay?
So I could stay away from the bears?
Yeah, the bears.
Alright.
Bears? Yeah, I would be too. They've got a vicious right hook.
Hey, that's Garrison.
Right here!
Go!
I'll let that sink in for a moment. A fucking spider. In the previous scene, the spider couldn't even see over the bonnet, and now in this scene, it's knocking over trucks like they're nothing. And the CGI, oh my god, and the costumes, everything. Spiders in Minecraft look more realistic than this. Enter a room full of people that I do not give a shit about. Between them, they've got about a quarter of a personality.
Look, has anyone spoken to Garrison's wife?
Has anybody spoke to you about using a microphone correctly? You know, what's the point of me reviewing this film? This bloke can do it for me quicker.
This sucks, you guys.
Ah, poetically done, my friend. You're my favourite. Well, don't take that as a compliment. That's like saying this is my favourite splinter in my bollocks. So the group go walkies to find this bloke called Garrison or someone. Everyone's just so forgettable. And, well, yeah, he's alive.
Well, Garrison's alive, and that means that Scott's probably alive, and Elaine and Joel.
Really? You're going with that performance? Nice to see all the money Daddy spent on acting lessons went to good use. And to top it off, that's your last scene as well.
I spoke with the publishers there, okay? It's not that you're a bad writer.
So yeah, Lee's book not being published is going to go back to again. It's a subplot in this film that makes no sense. It doesn't affect the film in any way, shape or form. Yet, a good 20 minutes of this film is them just talking about it. I must just want to, ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus.
I'm lost for words. I mean, you know, 20-foot spiders. You can't spot them. Even if they're right behind you, you can't spot them for shit, no? Really? Movie?
Oh, jeez. Whoa.
Yeah, that's it. Just thrown to the ground. It's not like he's severely injured or anything. Oh, right. Anyways, a spider alien... Oh, fuck it. The spider finds the group. And this is the first scene we see the hunter in. Wow, I don't even want to think how bad this costume's going to be. I don't even know. No! Look! It's just a person dressed in a very piss-poor made set of armour, carrying a Nerf gun that's painted a different colour. Everything so far. Everything. Every single fucking thing in this movie has been wrong. Just wrong. Wrong everywhere. Cut to another fucking building. My god, there's less transitions to houses in Grand Designs than there is in Alien vs Spider. So everyone's just sitting around with their thumbs up their arses, and then they all start kicking off. And then this guy literally goes,
Guys, my wife is out there by herself. Come on, guys, help me.
and then in the next breath,
We go out there, we're dead.
okay then, smart ass, what do you plan to do? There's something about the asylum that can write the most annoying and dullest characters in the world. So everyone decides to go and hide with this guy called Valentine, and finally, a sewer level. Ugh. The most majestic and dullest way to drag out any film with a set that could rival the cost of a second-hand video game. I hope you guys like sewer levels, because this film certainly does. The last 50% of this film is all underground. No, I'm not kidding. I wish I was.
Go straight.
Oh, bullshit. How can a spider that's about 30 metres wide fit down them tiny sewers? And we're treated to a shitty camera filter and spinning round effect? Aren't we lucky? And it's all over. So no one's going to mention or mourn the bloke that died? Not even a... No, nothing? Okay, fantastic.
It's an animal or a creature.
It's an alien, dude.
We don't know what it is.
It came from outer space. It crawls on the ceiling. It looks like a spider on steroids. It's an alien.
It's not an alien, then what the fucking hell is it? You've saw it with your own eyes kill a couple of your friends. What do you think it is? You guys are so fucking stupid. My god, Looking at that hunter again just makes me realise how bad the costumes are in this film. It looks like if a lighthouse had sex with Toad from Mario Brothers. What's going on? Are those guys fighting? You know, I've reviewed some real pieces of shit so far, and I know I always say this, but the Asylum movies have to be one of the worst. I've never known a film series or producers to go out and just film whatever the fuck they want, put shitty dialogue in between and get some CGI that made in MS Paint over the top. And the worst part about it is these films actually make money. I know this review seems to be going off track a lot, but there's not much to talk about. And when there's nothing going on, there's nothing I can comment over. It's quite remarkable. You've got a 90-minute film that contains nothing. So everyone's just farting about and these guys find a car under this girl's house and everybody just loses their shit. Seriously, I don't have a slightest what's going on right now. This was the point of the film where I just give up. So Lee and Valentine fuck off somewhere to meet these guys who are just here to be killed, really. Oh wait, spoilers! Fuck it. Why don't you guys change your film angles? You're just showing us the same shot with a green tint over the top. So the rest of the to be honest with you, I don't even have a clue where they are. Underground still? In the sewers? I don't know. Nearly an hour of this film is them in the sewers, so you can see why I just glaze over all this shit. And the whole entire film just seems to be jumping about the place. Well, it is, but I'm just trying to save you guys from being bored. So Lee goes to show the hunter team the crash landing site of the alien. And wouldn't you know it, it somehow managed to make itself look even worse than before. Now that's real talent. That's just crossed the worst CGI line, pissed over that line, then crossed that. Padding? So after 5 minutes of pure padding and fanning about with this guy, the alien just attacks him. I'm guessing we don't actually see the... You know what I'm going to say, it's the Asylum. Why would they show any action whatsoever? So everyone starts gearing up for a fight with the aliens, or the hunter. Well, isn't the alien supposed to be underground? Or is it fighting the hunter? Because earlier it was. Movie, even you can't follow what's going on. It's like trying to follow a plastic bag in a fucking hurricane.
Marty!
Oh no! Marty got shot! Well, he only meant well. Because it is... What you say? Okay, no, none of that.
What are you doing? This thing's skin is made out of some kind of armor. I'm gonna try to pull it off and make some sort
shield. Good.
Plates, anything. Stop. Stop it.
No, movie. You've made no attempt to reference anything to do with the alien blood or the alien skin or anything. This was the last minute throw-in just to reference Alien vs Predator. You complete cocks. Why is the cameraman always a few inches off on every single scene? So the guys try and punch the hunter and they end up rolling down a hill. Or they're fighting on the hill now? I don't even know where they are. And it's bulletproof. Obviously. This film is just fantastic in every single way. I was lying. So everyone runs to the middle of the woods, including the aliens, and somehow Valentine dies. How? Well, I don't have a clue. An alien just stands there when noises are made. And the second that scene finishes, the writer just gives up.
No. 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 No.
Movie, stop trying to be deep. Losing a pen at work is more emotional than this whole entire film.
You know what I did? Okay, let me explain. Sometimes, when I get nervous,
Well, movie, even your actors don't give a shit no more. So everyone makes a plan to capture the alien for the hunter and blindly hoping that it will leave him alone. even though in every scene it's been in, it's the humans that attack it first. Smart plan, guys.
Shoot it!
Oh wow, well done movie. You're going to go as far as to rip off Left 4 Dead now. This film is as classy as being slapped in the face with Kappa shoes. So Lee picks up one of the hunter's weapons and shoots the alien. And this happens. And well, his celebration just doesn't seem to end. Oh, you're done, movie. You're all done. There's still a few seconds left.
Are you gonna write about this?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
No. So Alien vs Hunter. 3 words. Fuck this movie. It has to be one of the biggest and downright shameless rip-offs of a franchise I've ever saw in my life. This film has very little to do with aliens, predators, or even the word versus. The film was obviously wanted to rip off Alien vs Predator, but everything was done so poorly. The acting, my god, I saw trees less wooden than these characters in this film. The writing was there, yeah, but a fucking infant could do it. And the special effects? Hue and saturation do not count as groundbreaking CGI work, fellas. Would I watch Spider vs Hunter again? No, not in a lifetime. Would you guys? Hopefully not. Either way, I don't fucking care. I'm done. And you can fuck off too.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Oh, fuck off!